This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and today I am discussing personality types based on your moon sign and your sun sign combination. So if you don't know much about the moon sign, then know this, that without understanding the moon sign, you can never quite understand the archetypes you're presented with, because there are 9 planets in astrology. The sun and the moon are also planets, and each of these planets represent an archetypal idea or a concept. Okay, the sun represents our exterior self and how we project our internal key out into the world, in the 3D world, and our goals, our dreams, our ambition is all the sun. Okay, the moon, on the other hand, deals with our emotions, how we mother, how we've been mothered. The moon is also our mother, okay? And it's our everyday habits. So there's a lot going on that you have to understand, that the moon can only tell you about you or whoever it is that you want to know about. So if you've got your moon in Scorpio and your sun in Virgo, then this is the right place for you. What can I say? This is quite an interesting combination, because first let me give you a little history. So in ancient astrology, there were only 10 signs, okay? There was no Libra. Libra was a later addition. Virgo and Scorpio were fused into one sign, the sign of the androgyny. So now you understand that how their energies are actually very similar, yet very dissimilar. Now, I will get to that once I have discussed them in detail. I'll get to that, but just understand that these two signs were inherently, they have an inherently common energy signature, although they manifest in different ways. So your moon in Scorpio, moon is your emotions, your everyday habits. Scorpio is the 8th sign, ruled by Mars in traditional astrology and by Pluto in modern astrology. Two of the most, difficult planets, two of the heavyweights. So here you've got Scorpio, which is the 8th sign of death, rebirth, sexuality, procreation, taxes, inheritance, other people's money, any divorce settlements if there are any in your life. So this is the 8th house, and everything that's hidden basically is the domain of the 8th house. Pluto rules the unconscious. So Pluto being the archetype of the ruler of the netherworld. Okay, so Pluto rules the unconscious, and everything scorpionic has to do with the unconscious. So your moon in Leo, moon is not very comfortable, by the way. Sorry, not Leo. Your moon in Scorpio, moon is not very comfortable in Scorpio. One would say that why not? The moon's all about emotions, and Scorpio is all about deep emotions. But no, the moon does not like this very deep, occult, penetrating energy of Scorpio. She is actually in her detriment there. She does well in Taurus, which is opposite sign to Scorpio, but she doesn't do well in Scorpio per se. But there's a lot of emotional depth to these people. There could be loads of trauma while growing up, trauma with the mother, trauma with sexuality, with sexual awakening, with really exploring your sexuality and understanding the outburst of energy that comes to you from there, because this is the sign that rules sexuality. So this is an important aspect of your emotions, your sexual energy, and you've got to learn to balance it or to work with it. Repressing your sexual key, moon in Scorpio, can be very, very detrimental for your soul evolution. You must understand sacred sexuality and take each encounter as as an experience, as a profound, beautiful, artistic experience, and learn from it, because you've got so much psychic awareness with your moon in Scorpio that it'd be a shame to throw it away. And you have this deep penetrative energy to you that people just want to open up, and they just want to open up their dirty laundry to you. They want to wash their dirty laundry in front of you, They just feel safe. They feel like you listen, you'd understand that you have the capability of untangling the mess that they are. And you probably do, because you are the archetype of the psychologist. And this moon in Scorpio does the psychologist to perfection, because they can really uncover your mind like an onion, layer after layer, peeling it away till they reach to the very core of who you are. A Scorpio is actually always doing this to themselves too. They're always uncovering everything, and this placement of the moon is known to be secretive. It's because they're always figuring more meaning. So they don't want to be dramatic about something. They're not demonstrative. Okay, this is not a sign. This is not a moon placement that is demonstrative. So don't expect any grand gestures with this one. It's not going to happen. They're very, if you have a moon in Scorpio partner, they probably never tell you the whole story. Not because they don't love you, it's because they don't quite know how to put it, or they think you won't understand. That's how they are. They look at everything so deeply that it's not possible for you to look at it so deeply if you don't have your moon in Scorpio, Now, moving on to the sun in Virgo. The sun is not comfortable in Virgo, which is the 6th house of everyday work, health. So this is again, the energy is not conducive, and the planet is unable to express itself, because Virgo is about dissecting everything. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Although loads of astrologers say that Mercury, does not look like a viable ruler, and there is an object which is a trans-Neptunian, an object beyond Neptune, who was actually the ruler of Virgo. But that's besides the point. So we take Mercury. So in Virgo, Mercury wants to tear things apart, rip things apart, put them back together to understand the mechanics of how things work. In Gemini, Mercury is more interested to communicate, but in Virgo, Mercury wants to just work. Virgo people have very nimble fingers, and they're very good with their body. Okay, Virgos are known to be very body oriented, although they're very intellectual because of Mercury's rulership. They are an earth sign, feminine. Scorpio is, of course, moon, again, feminine. So this is very beautiful feminine energy, earth and water. But Virgo sun can be problematic in the way that they can be very harsh, very judgmental, very critical, terribly obsessed with details, terribly obsessed with details, maybe taking everything to an OCD level, which can be counterproductive and can piss people off, can be very nagging, controlling again. Working with Scorpio moon can be quite a difficult thing that you have to work with. So emotions, again, Virgo sun does not have much emotions, it's uncomfortable with emotions. So that's something you've got to work with. You have all these profound emotions you feel with your Scorpio moon, but you can't express them. You've got to find an outlet. Usually with your placement, you want to work with people, you want to work with their unconscious, and you want to explore that. That gives you an idea of who you are actually. So Virgo can be very disciplined, can really help you finish, wrap things up, execute things, do the everyday work that you need to do to get somewhere, So use this penetrative energy of Scorpio and do the hard work that your Virgo sun is ready to do, because that's how you want to be perceived, the hard-working, dutiful, modest individual that you are. Virgo is the sign of the servant. There's nothing to be ashamed of it. Service is the very key is one of the keys to enlightenment. If you look at Vivekananda, if you look at Mother Teresa, forget all the controversies. Just understand this idea of service to humanity, which Virgo does to perfection. It's all about healing the physical world, and your Scorpio moon can help your Virgo sun heal not just yourself but the people around you, you know. So I hope you liked that video as much as I like making it for you. Hit the like, subscribe buttons, and don't forget to leave me a comment, book a session, or donate to me. Thank you. Bye.